Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make are a Danish butter cookie. I got this recipe from a friend, and I like them so much. Well, I asked her if I could have it, and she said yes, and that's why I'm doing the video. And they really are one delicious little cookie. So let's get started. You can use your hand mixer if you prefer. I'm going to use my stand-up. As I always say, seems faster for the video and that type of thing. What we're going to do is, of course, we're making a Danish butter cookie. We're going to need butter. So start off with 1 cup of butter that I went ahead and I cut it into small pieces, and it has been at room temperature. And we're just going to break that up and cream it. We're also going to be putting in 1 cup of granulated sugar to the butter till it becomes quite smooth and fluffy. To get to my sides here a little bit and get to the bottom, and once it's creamed it will look like that. And now we're going to put in 1 egg, and I've also had that at room temperature, so let's beat that in. And you want to bring that in until it really, again, everything's very light, fluffy, and smooth. I'm going to raise my speed a little bit. Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to need, of course, is our dry ingredients. So you're going to be using 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a ½ teaspoon of baking soda. You're going to be also putting in a ½ teaspoon of cream of tartar. And I'm just going to stir that all together. All right. And then we're going to start to slowly put the flour in, a little at a time, and quite low so it doesn't go. Flour doesn't go all over the kitchen. And what we're going to put in next is vanilla. And you're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're getting that beaten in quite nicely. I'm going to raise my speed a little bit. And I'm going to put the rest of the flour in. I'm going to turn up the speed. Okay. And I'm going to take out my paddle here. Take out the excess as much as I can here. We'll set that aside. And then I just like to bring everything together to make sure that the bottom and the sides have combined quite nicely. All right, and the cookie dough will look like this. It is quite light. You would think it'd be heavy because of all the butter, but it's really a light mixture. Now, the next thing that I noticed that I liked about this friend of mine, her cookies, is that they were so round and so even. So I asked her, you know, how do you do it? And she said, well, you can take this cookie and drop it by a tablespoon about the size of a walnut, and then flatten the tops and put just some coarse sugar on the top. You could use the bottom of a glass or that type of thing. But I really liked that they were so uniform. So she said she would take the batter and just put it in a pastry bag like this with just the rounded tip, as you can see, and just on a lightly sprayed pan, okay, just start off and in the center and go clockwise all the way around. Now you can make these as big as you want. You can make them all different sizes, and just do it counterclockwise and go around as many times as you want to make the cookie, as large as you want to make it. Now they are going to spread out, these cookies, so you do want to place them, you know, a good 2 inches or so apart, that type of thing. And then you can just cover them with some coarse sugar like that over the tops, or you can just leave them plain, but I think they really look pretty, and the cookie comes out with that nice crunch with that coarse sugar on the top. Now you can put actually granulated sugar on top of it if you don't want to use you know, the colored sugars, that type of thing. You're going to bake them at 350 degrees, and they're going to take you anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. And generally, if you make about the size that I had mentioned, about the size, you know, if you're rolling them in a ball about the size of a walnut, you're going to get about maybe shy of 2 dozen cookies, that type of thing. I have some baked up to show you. I just want to rinse my hands real quick again, being I'm handling raw eggs. And this is how they bake up. They are just a beautiful butter cookie. You can make all the different sizes. Here I have the size that I put down on the tray. Then I made some medium-sized ones, just a beautiful golden brown on the bottom, and you know, a light golden brown on the top. And then I went ahead and I made larger ones, like this one, more of a, you know, a saucer cookie. But again, they just baked up so beautiful. And then when you break them open, there's that crisp crunch that you hear. They're just delicious. They have a nice crispy top to them as well as the bottom. And again, like I said, when you break it open, you'll hear that crack. They're just delicious cookies with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or even a glass of milk, really. I like these so well that I wanted to make the video and share it with everybody. So if you try the recipe and you like it, well, leave a comment, because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching Diane Lovetobake. And again, we made Danish butter cookies with coarse sugar tops. And there you have it. Thanks again. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.